Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Medu is out there with Parker, and it's Fall in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
The fadeaway. It's rebounded by Hayes. Here's Melly. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Melly's got 5 now. So it's the visitors now. It's a 5-point game. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Pass to Fall. 4 on the clock. It's rebounded by Baldwin.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Into the lane, and that one's good. Biberovic. Biberovic has got his second basket.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Fades away. Oh, offensive interference. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Marjanovic, a screen on Satoransky. A shot by Biberovic, no good. Parker inside, covered by Hayes. No problems knocking that one down. 5 points in the game.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Here's Baldwin. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Baldwin kicks to Hayes. Pass to Melly. Clock is at 3. Yes, that goes in. Melly's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Misses the 3. Here's Baldwin. And botches the dunk. Satoransky, the pass to Parker.
Home team foul. Hayes. First personal foul. First team foul.
Stripped away. Here's Melly. Biberovic. It's good on the putback.
Boy, his shot looks deadly right now. Already he's hit 3 of 4 to start.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Drills it from outside.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
3-pointer. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Parker left side. .58 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's tipped. And here's the fast break. Here's Hayes. Off target with his 3. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Pass to Medu. To the paint. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Biberovic drains the three-pointer. Biberovic has got 9. Biberovic has gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field. They set the screen. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Baldwin. Bangs home the trifecta.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Puts it up from 17, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. They lead by 7. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
Here's Laprovitola, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
All the officials are all over that one.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
We've got Hernan Gomez. He's out there with Anderson. And it's Abrines in at the shooting guard position. Clock at 6. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Not a lot of room. Hernan Gomez a screen. Here's Laprovitola. Drills the three-pointer. Provitola's got 5 points in the quarter.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
A nice shot by Gutteridge.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Hernan Gomez a screen. Laprovitola passes to Vesely. Here's Laprovitola. No good on the shot. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
The kick out to Anderson. They get it back. Vesely, and Vesely slams it in.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work. You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Gutteridge. To the wing right side. And it's off from three-point range. Vesely dishes to Anderson. Oh, that's blocked. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. Here's Laprovitola. 5 points in the game. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Team foul.
They set the pick. To the middle. Cuts off the pass.
Well, getting in the lane and making your presence known is a crucial part of the defense for these guys.
2 minutes remaining.
This one for 3. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's Abrines, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Abrinas has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Going inside, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Abrinas. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. 1:14 left in the first half. There's a good screen. There's the drive. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Shoots the 3. The rebound by Colson. Here's Gutterich. 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Drives to the hoop. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Here's Abrinas. 5 points in the game. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Sinks the triple. Abrinas has got 8 points.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Birds the pass to Gutterich. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And we finished one half of basketball. Up by 6. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Taking a look at the visitors, they've been just solid at times, and at other times they've been awesome. Fun team to watch whenever.
And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the home team.
They're hitting at a high.
And that's all for us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. So it's the visitors now. They trail by 6. They've got Marjanovic. He's out there with Baldwin. And it's Melli in at the 4. And that one is good. He's got 12.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Parker out there with Medu. And it's Satoransky in at the point. And it's good for 2. Baldwin's got his second bucket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
We've got Baldwin. He's out there with Marjanovic. And it's Melli in at the 4 spot. Here's Satoransky, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Falls out there with Medu. Then there's Parker, and it's Satoransky in at the 1. We've got Hayes. Marjanovic is out there with Baldwin. And it's Biberovic in at the 2 spot. Parker inside, working on Hayes.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Medu is out there with Fall. Then there's Parker, and it's Satoransky in at the point guard. A nice shot by Baldwin. Baldwin's got 7 now in this quarter.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Fade away. It's not going to go for him.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Ball is turned over. Away team ball.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
At the line for the away team, Cody.
And so he hits both. He's with it. He's against Parker. Parker with the steal. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Ball stolen. Pass to Biberovic. Misses the layup. Fall passes to Satoransky. Driving in. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Good on both. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Baldwin looking for the opening.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Hayes. Here's Melly. He's got 7.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. There's 1:40 left in the third quarter of the game. Shot clock at 6. Fires from 18. With the clock winding down.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. He's with it. He's against Parker. He's the pass to Melly. Fires for 3. A 3 ball. Satoransky grabs the miss. Offensive rebound. And that one is hammered home.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, GA, he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
For the lead, driving inside. A rebound by Marjanovic.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Wesley's checked in for Madrid. Pass to Birch. It's good from about 19 feet. 10 points for him.
Well, coaches might discourage that kind of look, but he'll take it anyway.
Baseline try. Unable to get that one. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Leading by 3. And now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And no good. They've got Fall, and it's Vesely in at the 4 slot. A fader. Connects from 3-point range.
3 points.
19 points in the game.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Here he goes. It's hauled in by Laprovitola.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Home team foul. Olsen. First personal foul. team foul.
Pass to Vesely to take the lead, and it's good on the layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Gutter. Inside. Rebound by Parker.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And the layup is good.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
The three drains it from beyond the arc.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Full team foul. First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Down low. Here's Fall, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Anderson, he's checked in for Parker.
Substitution on the court.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's Melly. Rebound by Vesely.
Well, it's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Pass to Fall. Here's Laprovitola, guarded by Marjanovic. Driving to the basket. A rebound by Marjanovic. Provitola's gotten just one of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
First team foul.
Gets the first, and that brings them within 2 here. He hits both from the stripe.
This guy has a reputation for being a great free throw shooter, and you've got to knock him down. He does it here.
Good work there as it goes.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And he hits it to tie the game up.
That's an important shot right there, guys. I mean, he's produced from deep all game long.
Yeah, he's done more work outside the arc than inside it, and that's not going to change now. They'll ride his long-range game all the way to the end of this one.
Anderson passes to Fall. Here's Laprovitola, pocket 4.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
To take the lead, knocks down the 3.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
Hey, they do have enough time here if they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1. Well, we'll see if they try it.
Hayes is checked in for Baldwin. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well during the break I was able to catch the message the visiting team coach gave to his team. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in a tough situation. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
And so both free throws good that time. That puts him ahead.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
And that was huge right there. Just as cool as he could be. And he's been clutch at the line there in a very tense moment.
It's on. And so they get the victory here at home. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they can.
Good evening and welcome. Glad to have you along for this Tuesday edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Campazzo in at the 1. Here's Musa. Six on the shot clock. And there's the screen. Here's Hazonia. Off the mark there with a 3. To the paint. Melli, the pass to Marjanovic. He buries it from 3.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Here's Musa. Pass to Garuba. Here's Hazonia. He's defended by Hayes. Lets it go from deep. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Here's Baldwin. Pass to Melli. Fires the 3. Offensive board. Great positioning on the putback.
Hey, it's what every youth coach says. Follow your shot. This is why you do it, for those easy putbacks.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Knocked loose. Here's Musa. And the 3 off target. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. The shot from the low post is good. He's got 5.
I like everything he's doing so far offensively, finding his spots, making strong selections.
Pass to Marjanovic. Here's Baldwin. Five on the clock. And that one is stuffed right through.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Here's Musa. He's got 5. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now. Here's Baberovic. From deep. Gets a hand on it. It's good on the putback. Marjanovic got 7 points.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip-in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player. Here's Musa. 7 points in the game. Doesn't go that time.
Blocking foul called on Janan Musa. First personal foul. First team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Oh, got that one up quick.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Hezonja. He's scoreless. And he dunks it down.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Pass to Hezonja. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter here. Musa, good. He's got 10.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Here's Baberovic. Pass to Melli. Here's Baberovic. And there's a pick. 3-pointer. Knocks down the long K.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Hezonja.
Substitution on the court.
35 seconds left in the first. Pass to Guduric. There's 21 seconds left in the opening quarter. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Shot clock at 6. Offline with a 3. Here's Njai. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Some great action here early as we end the first quarter in a tie. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
Such a wide open look.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh yeah, you're done.
Here's Guduric. There's a screen by Birch. Guduric with the bucket.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. There's a screen by Birch. And he gets it to go.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Driving inside. To the left wing. Ibaka for 3. Guduric with the rebound.
a foul called. Number 6. First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the visiting team. Yeah, that one's good.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
Here's the pick. Pass to Inja. Ibaka for 3. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Now Birch. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
The first free throw is good. So he gets them both. Right now, a close game in Atlanta. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Njai. No good on the triple. Monday, then on Thursday.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
Hits both from the stripe.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Pass to Ibaka. There's the triple. He's off on that one. Ooh, poked away. To the middle. And a two-handed jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here.
2 minutes.
The 15-footer, and that's good. Off the glass that time. 11 points in the game.
I'll tell you what, their execution just continues to impress.
Njai passes to Ibaka. Fires for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Ibaka's got 9 points in the quarter.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
So it's the home team now. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Basket counts.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Guterich. There's 49 seconds left in the first half. And play stops as it looks like an over-the-back call here.
Did he think he could get away with that? It was a pretty obvious call.
Yeah, it's one thing to be aggressive hot shot. It's another thing to get reckless. He's got to stay under control.
On the take. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
They get it back. Here's Hayes. Ooh, great D that time from Ibaka.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
And he lobs it up to the rim. That ties it up.
Nice touch on both ends of that alley-oop.
Hey, when he let go of the pass, I had no idea what he was going for. Here's Baberovic. Knocks down the triple. Baberovic has got his second bucket of the night. Here's Njai from the baseline. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Up 3. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Swerving off topic for a moment, I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh, man, it's a hot...
Well, they've been the more measured team, passing up good shots for great ones.
Yeah, they've been aggressive, but also disciplined. That's a sign of good...
And that is going to do it.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We've got Boban Marjanovic. Hayes is out there with Nico Melli. And it's Baberovic in at the shooting guard position. Here's Musa. Down low. Poke loose. Here we go. We've got Usman Garuba. And it's Hazonia in at the 3.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Hayes is out there with Nico Melli. Then it's Boban Marjanovic. And it's Baberovic in at the 2 spot.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And he knocks down the first one. Good on both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Hazonia in at the small forward position. Baldwin, the pass to Hayes. Here's Baldwin. He's got 7. There's the 3. And Hayes good for 3.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Musa. It's hauled in by Baberovic.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them. And this kind of 6 slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Campazzo. To the inside. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Baldwin, the pass to Marjanovic. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Pass to Hazonia. All alone. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Baldwin, the pass to Melli. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Here's Baberovic. He's got 6. 4 on the clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's Musa. He's got 12. Drains the triple. He's got 15. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Hazonia. There's a screen for the lead. It's hauled in by Marjanovic. Marjanovic got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Baberovic. No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
Pass to Baldwin, inside. Here's Baberovic. Out to the right wing. Hayes, the pass to Melli. Clock at 6. Hayes with a screen. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Hayes has got 5 points.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Home team foul. Beverage. Third personal foul. Third team foul.
The home team on D. It's a 1-point game. There's a screen from Garuba. From the arc. Sinks it from distance.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Here's Baldwin. 9 points in the game. Back to Marjanovic. Pass to Melli. The 3. That shot is off. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. There's a screen from Garuba. Here's Campazzo. Counted from distance. Campazzo's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. $15 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 5. Lets a floater go. And it's good on the lay-in. 13 points in the game.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looked. It's a challenging shot.
And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Up by 3. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So it's the home team now. No good from outside. Njai passes to Ibaka. On target from range.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
There's the drive. Oh, deflected. Ibaka's gone 80% from the field. 4 of 5 shooting. To the middle. High arcing shot. Njai grabs the miss.
That's just a bucket. Look, you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Knocks it down from distance.
12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Njai's got 6 in the quarter.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
And there it is for them.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Soft touch off the glass.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let them get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
There's a screen by Birch. Pass to Guduric. Jacks up a 3. Fires in the triple.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Over to the wing. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
They set a pick with the drive.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Right wing. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive. Just about 3 minutes through the 4th and final quarter here.
Home team foul. Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court. 2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Ibaka. Takes a 3. He drops it from range. Ibaka's got 6 points in the quarter.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Here in the 4th quarter, just under 2.5 gone by, and the bucket is good. Here's Baberovic. Pass to Melli. Let's go with a 3. Goes back up. Here's Marjanovic. Ibaka with a steal. And we've got 1:18 left in the final quarter. Six to shoot. Off target with the 3. When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A. Playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game, because this one looks a bit out of reach.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team.
There's 37 seconds left in the 4th quarter here.
Musa.
Here's Musa. Pass to Ibaka. The 3 is up. He can't hit that time.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Fires from way outside. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Garuba in at the 4 spot. 6 to shoot. Fades. Rebound by Tabaris. Here we go, one-on-one. Pass to Garuba, and down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's Manu. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Musa can't hit.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Beyond the arc. Here's Fall. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Over to the wing. Oh, good with the triple.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Here's Musa. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Madrid, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
To the inside. And the three ball is good. He has 5. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Musa. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Out left to the wing. Launches it. Buries it from three-point range.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication. And now he's able to make a pay.
The tray. Traps in the tray. Musa's got 6.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Inside. It's stolen. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul.
First team foul.
The visitors with the ball. They trail by 1. Pass to Garuba. Jacks up a 3. Good on the triple. Garuba's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
No good, unable to end this run.
Team foul. Jamezi Metal. First personal foul. Second team foul.
50 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Musa. 6 points for him. And there's the drive. The rebound by Madrid. Musa's gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going. Always impressive when a smaller player has a nose for the ball and rises up amongst the taller ones to grab rebounds.
Pass to Garuba. Here's the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Garuba's got 8. Here's Fall. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Up 8. And back in a moment as we'll... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Anderson outside, and it's Abrinas in the corner. Fires the three. Anderson's shot is off. Here's Njai, launches a three, and Azania gets it to go. Azania's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Away team foul. Azania. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Laprovitola. There's a screen. Puts up a three. A three-pointer is right on target.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Anderson right side. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. 2 points. That one goes.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Here's Njai. Sinks the three-pointer. Njai's got himself on the board with three there.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Laprovitola scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
With the drive, and there it is for him.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
Lets it go with a three. It's deflected, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Laprovitola. He's got 5 from outside the arc. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Ibaka with the screen on Anderson. Here's Azania. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. To the left side wing. Takes the three. Hands it from downtown. Azania's got 6.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Back to Abrinas. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Vesely, that's no good, misses his first shot of the night.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Hazonia on the wing. 6 points for him.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Laprovitola. A minute 42 left here in the second. 4 on the shot clock. The rebound by Ibaka.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Throws it up high.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Pass to Laprovitola. Hernan Gomez a screen. For the three. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Well, beating everybody to the ball, Willie doesn't always get his number called, so he's got to put in the extra work and find these efforts in the offensive glass.
And Njai kicks to Hazonia. Shoots a fader. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 4 rebounds in this game.
His shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Laprovitola, no good. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Azania. The three. No good on that one. Azania's gotten just 2 of his 7 attempts from deep to fall here. Here's Anderson, and the layup's good off the glass. Anderson's got his second bucket of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Azania. His three-pointer's off the mark. That will count. That shot off the mark. And so that brings the first half to a close. Up by 7. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
You have certain players that live and die by the three. Right now, they are L-I-V-I-N, living. Kenny can.
And since we have, that is more than enough of us.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Here's Campazzo. Hasn't made one yet. Falls out there with Medu. Then there's Parker. And it's Satoransky in at the point. That shot wide open.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And it's Musa in at the 2. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Parker out there with Medu, and it's Satoransky in at the 1 spot. Fires the 3. Musa with the bucket. Musa's got 11.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
And it's Musa in at the shooting guard. For 3. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Lightning.
That was incredible.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg, believe me. But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. And it's Tavares in at the 5.
First team foul.
They've got Metu. He's out there with Parker. Satoransky there with Fall.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
And it's Campazzo in at the 1.
Team foul. Number 6. First personal foul. Second team foul.
A three-pointer off the mark. Medu is out there with Parker, and it's Fall in at the 5, patrolling the paint.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding and rising up off the ground.
And it's Campazzo in at the point guard. And that one, good.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Pass to Garuba. Lets it go from deep. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
To the wing on the left. Now here's Satoransky. D right on him. 5 to shoot. Fader on the way. And Garuba pulls it down. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 7.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Musa. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
There's 1:59 left in the third quarter. Pass to Sotoranski, and the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Fades back. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Here's Musa. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Musa's got 6 points in the quarter. With the fadeaway, buries the long-range jumper.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
Here's Campazzo. Takes a 3. Fall with the rebound. And they've got time, Greg, to chip away at this lead.
Yeah, still lots of time, but they have to play smart if they want to erase this deficit.
They get it again. To the left wing. Parker outside. Just 4 to shoot. Good on the shot. He's got 24.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
35 seconds left in the third quarter.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
20 seconds left here in the third quarter. Fader on the way. Offensive rebound. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. They're up by 10. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got Parker. Ball's out there with Satoranski, and it's Vesely in at the power forward position. Bucket is good.
Elite passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
On Thursday, then on Sunday. That's good from Hazanya.
Taking 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
From past the arc, it's good from long range.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Screened by Ibaka. Njai the pass to Ibaka. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Parker left side. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. A rebound by Njai. There's the triple. Knocks down the 3 ball.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Pass to Fall. A 3-pointer, no good. Ibaka looking for an opening. From deep. Hands it from downtown.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the 3-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Here's Laprovitola. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Njai kicks to Hezonja. No good on the three.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Here's Fall, and he dunks it down.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Took him no time at all on that one. Hezonja's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Three-pointer traps in the tray.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
1:46 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Laprovitola off target from outside. And here is Hezonja. From outside, off the mark. Right wing, and here's Anderson for three. Nailed from three-point land.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense. Oh man, caution, flammable.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
Oh, and he quieted down the crowd with that shot. Big, big play.
And that was a punch in the gut to those fans.
Ibaka outside.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Personal foul, second team foul.
The fader, and the shot goes in. Ibaka's got 5 points in the quarter.
They maintained focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
Yeah, the cool thing is that they look like they're having a blast out there. Everyone on the same page, contributions across the board.
Hezonja with the ball, and Vesely picks him up defensively. Now Hezonja puts up a deep three. Abrinas with a rebound. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Six on the shot clock. Launches it from deep. The rebound by Njai.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a...
Welcome, folks, and what better way to celebrate the end of the week? Friday night basketball on 2K Sports. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Nico Melli is out there with Boban Marjanovic. Then there's Hayes, and it's Biberovic in at the two-guard spot. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Biberovic. Pass to Hayes. Here's Biberovic. 5 to shoot. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he drops it first. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
They set the pick. Pass to Fall. Oh, ripped away. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense. NBA. The one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Second team foul.
Here's Baberovic, covered by Satoransky. Here he goes. It's hauled in by Fall. Hayes against Parker. And Parker throws it down.
But nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
The shot by Melly, no good. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
At around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. The fadeaway. Satoransky outside. Shot clock at 6. And they converted last on attempt number 3.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
Just magnificent. I mean, he punishes the D for lackluster effort.
They look a little disorganized there. The result is an emphatic jam.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that, though. Not very good.
The fader. Melly with a rebound. Here's Baberovic. He's got 6. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts. Baberovic has gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight.
2 minutes remaining in the first 2 minutes.
There's a screen by Metu from the top of the key. And that's good for 2. 6 points for him.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Here's Baberovic, covered by Satoransky. Pass to Melly. Screen by Marjanovic. Going inside. Here's Baberovic, covered by Satoransky. Fires the 3. And Baberovic gets it to go. Baberovic has got 11.
Coming out hot, 4 out of 5. This could be a big game for him.
1:14 left in the first quarter here. Fader on the way. Melly with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And a strong finish with 2 hands.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh?
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Fades. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's hauled in by Fall. Here's Metu. No points so far. There's a screen by Metu. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Baldwin's shot is off. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Up 2, and back to the start of the second quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead. a total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
They set the pick. The putback. Anderson pulls it down. Here's Vesely. Now Hernan Gomez. Here's Vesely. The three. The shot no good. Stolen by Anderson. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Hernan Gomez on the wing. Oh, from deep. No luck on that one. Just 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. The three is up. Guterich with the rebound. They set the screen. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And that one drops. So now they lead by 1. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Puts up a three. That one is off.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Shot to stop the run. Kept alive. Here's Hernan Gomez. And the layup is good off the glass. Hernan Gomez has got his first 2 points of the night.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Over to the left wing. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Drops in the three.
And we've begun to see their three-point shooting slip a little this quarter.
For better or worse, and it looks like the latter. I mean, those threes not really falling yet.
And the layup is good.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Fires from deep. Nails it from 3. He's got 6.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Vesely. A minute 9 left to play in the first half. 6 on the shot clock. From behind the arc. That one doesn't go. He's just 2 for 5.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Well, we got a close game here in Cleveland. Here's Guterich. He's got 5. With the teardrop. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
to halt the run. That shot missing. Buries it down low.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
And so we wrap up the first half. Up by 6. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
This is some retro hoops, pounding the ball inside with intent. Man, I know you love this big fella. No.
All right, fellas. That does it for half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Parker in at the small forward position. There's a screen by Metu. Buries it from 3. 14 points for him.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Hayes is out there with Nico Melli. Then it's Boban Marjanovic, and it's Beberovic in at the shooting guard. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
To the wing, right side. From downtown, sinks the tray. Satoransky's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Here's Marjanovic, and they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
There's a screen. Pass to Parker. Just 5 on the clock. Baseline jumper. It's hauled in by Beberovic.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Here's Baldwin, covered by Satoransky. And he drives in. Oh! What a hammer!
Oh, man! Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo! What a dunk, PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Here's Baldwin. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Baldwin's got his second basket of the game.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
The 3 ball. Drills it from deep. Baldwin's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
Here's Baldwin. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Out to the right wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the third. And he makes it.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
To the inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Now, B.A., you know know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Shoots a fadeaway. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
There's 53 seconds left in the third. Cash money. Out of his 14 attempts, he's drained 9 of them.
And their outside game is simply evaporated here in the second half. Not a lot of great looks from deep.
For 3. Baldwin's shot is off. In transition. He's got another one. That's 10 for 15 now.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Hayes for 3. Hits the three-pointer. Hayes has got his first 3 points of the game.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Down low. And they're running. Here's Baldwin. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
Just 3 on the clock. And the shot's good. 25 points in the game. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. They lead by 8. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Clock at 6. Misses the 3. Oh, trying his luck from deep. And Metu pulls it down. They get it again. Fall. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
And the three-pointer goes.
He's starting to pick it up from downtown. Made just 1 in the first half, but he's drained 3 more since.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Goodrich. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul, second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Parker inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count it. Good.
Oh, I like their execution in the second half. They're keeping this game competitive.
Pass to Melly. Here's Baldwin. Hits the trifecta. Baldwin Bruins got 16 in the second half.
Things started to click for him in the second half. You can tell the focus and the intent is all there.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. He takes it in, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Man, where's the effort on the defensive end? You gotta play harder than that.
You know, it's made for a fun game, but you're right. You're exactly right. I mean, the defense has been non-existent.
Boom! He jams it straight down.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Anderson's checked in for Parker.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Takes the three. That shot off the mark.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
And there's 1:45 left to play in the fourth. Pass to Melli. Here's Marjanovic. 6 to shoot. Fires from 14. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got his 4th rebound in this one. Lets the three fly. Another shot. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up.
Here's Baldwin. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Baberovic. Beyond the arc. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Offensive rebound. And that one is hammered home.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
That three off target. Had some space there after the pump fake.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Fades back. Baldwin with a rebound. Here's Baberovic. Pass to Marjanovic. To the left side wing. Nelly. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sidelines. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Baldwin. He's out there with Marjanovic. And it's Melli in at the four-man position.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
Watch his poor transition defense. He's too good a shooter to leave open out there.
Pass to Baldwin.
Home team foul. Composite. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Baldwin. Driving the lane, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Here's Musa. Pass to Garuba. There's the pick. Shot clock at 6. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Baldwin can't get it to go. Baldwin's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Campazzo. Here's Hazanya. Offline with his 3. And they're running. Hayes the pass to Baldwin. The shot from 20 feet away. And Campazzo pulls it down.
Well, this isn't the start they wanted. Need to just settle down and move the ball for better shots.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Musa can't hit. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. A nice shot by Baldwin.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, you get a little more space out there to operate, and that helps him find the room he needs.
Chalk up 2 there.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Marjanovic kicks to Baldwin. Got a hand on it.
2 minutes remaining. First 2 minutes.
Here's Tavares.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And that's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Brings the 3 while he's being fouled, and he might be able to make this a 4-point play.
and he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triplet.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the free throw, no good. Pass to Baldwin. Here's Hayes. No good on the triple. From deep three-point territory. They set the pick. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Here's Campazzo. Nothing on the board. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Hayes.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And it's Melly missing.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off. Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Baldwin. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Tavares passes to Campazzo. 34 seconds left in the first. And the three ball is good.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
From downtown, and that one's good, Biberovic.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Baldwin. 5 points in the game. Fires from deep. They get the rebound. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Craig. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. They lead by... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
Assist goes to.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
To the paint. Here's Njai. It's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Here's Gonzalez, now off the inbound, and that one is off.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
They set the pick. Launches a three. Buries it from three-point range. He has 5.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. And he uses the glass on the layup. Out to the right wing. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Ibaka. About a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Out to Gonzalez. Here's Njai. And the 3 off target. And another shot over to the left wing. Pass to Colson. There's the pick. And he drives in. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
To the middle. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Ibaka, no luck.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Fouled beyond the arc, and he almost hit the shot. He'll go to the line for 3.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Good on the second free throw.
3 shots.
And he makes all 3.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness, getting himself to the line here in the second quarter.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Here's Coulson. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Miami. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 10.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint. Going to the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And it's blocked. 1:32 left now here in the second. It's rebounded by Gutteridge.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
He takes it in. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Cranes it from beyond the arc. And Jai's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Musa. He has 6. Off target from 3-point range.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Hayes kicks to Marjanovic. Pass to Biberovic. Back to Marjanovic. Clock at 6. Here's Biberovic. Hazonia defended. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Here's Baldwin. He got it up. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Up 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Well, one stat in their favor is the one they haven't been racking up, turnovers. They've been very precise.
Now let's take a moment. Thanks for spending half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've got Hazonia, and it's Tavares in at the 5 down low. And now here's Hazonia, covered by Hayes. Here's Musa. Bangs home the trifecta. Musa's got 9.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
They've got Marjanovic open out there with Hayes. And it's Melly in at the 4.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Here's Musa, guarded by Marjanovic. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there.
And great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there. Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's Musa. He's got 9. No good from outside. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the 3rd. That 3 off the mark. Here's Tavares. Pass to Musa. Here's Garuba. Here's Campazzo. Hezonja on the wing. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's the screen. Here's Campazzo. Cranes the three-pointer. He's got 5.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Campazzo's gone 2 of 4 from the field.
Old team foul. Musa. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Baldwin. He's got 7. Lets the 3 fly. Drills it from outside. Baldwin's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Here's Musa. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Hezonja on the wing. He has 7. Takes a 3. Musa can't hit. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Baldwin. He's got 10. Marjanovic. And a miss there on the triple. Here's the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Hezonja's got 10.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been 3. The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Launches it. A nice shot by Baldwin.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first. Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
There's a screen by Marjanovic.
Old team foul. Campazzo. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
.129 left to play here in the 3rd. There's the screen. Clock at 4. And here comes the break. Here's Musa. Here's Garuba. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 1:14 left to play in the 3rd. Here's Biberovic. He's got 5. Makes it off the glass. Biberovic has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Here's the lob to the hoop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Musa. Connects from 3-point range. Musa's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, he's already hit more threes since halftime than he did in the whole first half. He might have figured something out.
Pass to Tavares. There's a good screen. Lasagna, the pass to Campazzo. There's the three. Sinks the triple. Campazzo's got 8 points.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Baldwin the pass to Marjanovic. To halt the run. And Garuba pulls it down. Now Hezonja. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Up by 15. Don't go anywhere, though. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. "18 feet away, and he knocks it down."
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Fires from way outside. The offensive rebound. That shot is off. And here's the break. Here's Njai. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. A nice shot by Gutteridge.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
There's the pick. Pass to Gonzalez. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. Shoots it. And the wing jumper offline.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Sean Law, and he goes in for the dunk.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
And did they really just pull that off?
I think they did, Greg. Astounding play. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Three-pointer on the way. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Pass to Njai. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Yeah, another turnover. The guys on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
Power down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Gonzalez passes to Ibaka. And it's off from three-point range. It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening don't look good.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Oh, good with the triple. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Three-pointer. The rebound by Ibaka. Down low. Here's Njai. Couldn't get it to drop. He's now made 5 of 8 shots. Pass to Gutteridge. Baseline jumper. Buries the jump shot. A minute 42 left to play here in the 4th. Ibaka for 3. Here's Njai. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And Jai's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
1:12 left in the fourth quarter. Hey, Coach Van Gundy, what advice would you give to the teams that are rebuilding around their young players?
Well, generally, Kevin, what I would say is get some veteran leadership, some veteran presence on your team also, so that you have guys that can show the young guys what professionalism is and help them in their adjustment to the NBA.
Yeah, getting the right kind of veteran, right? With the right kind of message.
That's a great point. Just having an older guy is not the answer.
Just 3 to shoot. Here's Gonzalez. Buries the 20-footer. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
3.
Here's Gonzalez. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. A confident win and one where they clearly...
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And that one drops. Pass to Metu. 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. To the right side. Here's Musa. Back to Campazzo. Two shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Connects from downtown.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Garuba. Back to Campazzo. This one for 3. And Parker pulls it down. Launches it. Here's Vesely. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Padding the stat sheet, getting the board and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation. Here's Hezonja. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First team foul.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
These are his first free throws of the game. And so he hits both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
There's a screen. For 3, pure from three-point range. He has 6.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Fade away. Can't get it to go. 2 for 4 thus far. Over to the wing. Here's Musa. And there's the drive. And he throws it down with one hand.
He hears the whistle, and he keeps his concentration and is able to knock it down.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Tipped away, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Pass to Metu. Now Satoransky. Shot clock at 6. Driving in. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
1:41 left in the first. Pass to Azonia. Fades away from beyond the arc, and then some.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
There's a screen by Metu. Nice follow through on the fadeaway.
This guy is putting his finger. Over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Here's Musa. The offensive rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Fades and shoots. Gets the 3 ball to go. 11 points in the game.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
3-pointer. Sinks the tray.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Pass to Parker. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. That one goes in.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's Hazonia. Parker defending. The 3. Hazonia gets the bucket. Neither side willing to relent.
That's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
Two points. That one goes.
And this night already has the makings of an offensive war.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
He knocks it down. Wait a minute.
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game, so you want to make sure the right call was made.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Sends it home from three-point land. Gonzalez has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. three is up. Connects from downtown.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Here's Njai. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now Anderson. Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let them get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
To the paint. Here's Hernan Gomez.
You know what Willie lacks in athleticism, he makes up for with good feet and tremendous hustle.
Ibaka with it. Guarded now by Anderson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ibaka. Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Offensive rebound. Cuts off the pass. Here's Gonzalez. Can they get it? Nails it from beyond the arc. Gonzalez has got his second bucket on the night.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Pass to Fall. Fires from deep. Pure from three-point range.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. They set the pick. Wide open look. The shot misses.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
Stolen by Anderson. For three. Drains the triple. He has 6.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Gonzalez. Driving to the basket. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First team foul.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. He's perfect from the line this time. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. To the middle. Pass to Fall. 6 on the shot clock. Drives to the hoop. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Inside. Here's Njai. Pulls up on the wing. Buries the jump shot. Njai's gotten his first basket of the night. 1:21 left in the first half. To the wing, right side. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Anderson pulls it down.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Shot clock at 6. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Oh, with determination. Key characteristic when you watch Willie play.
Here's Njai from behind the arc. That shot off.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
And it's off from three-point range. 17 seconds left in the first half of basketball. This one for 3. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field. 11 seconds left in the second quarter. From deep. Picked it. 1 second left. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
You know what I love about the contest? Seeing the creative new dunks these players come up with.
You know what? It's hard to...
And so thinking about the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the home team. And that's a wrap on.
And we finished off one half of play. Leading by 7. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Hezonja in at the 3.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Here's Vesely. Nifty move. Rips it home off a terrific move.
Oh, man, the defender bites on the up fake, giving him a clear line to the basket.
Hey, when it works, that move is just too pretty. It's good. Campazzo's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Campazzo's got 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. There's a screen by Metu. That 3's off the mark.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Garuba, no good. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Yep, that one goes. 6 points for him.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
There's a screen from Garuba. Takes a 3. Counted from distance.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Down low. Here's Metu to the inside. And yep, it's good.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Here's Hezonja. Parker defending. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And he lost his man with a shifty play inside.
And then just went and hammered it home. Wow. With the fadeaway. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Here's Musa. Pass to Hezonja. Into the lane. From 13 feet, down it goes.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Campazzo, the pass to Garuba. Blocked! And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Hezonja, and he jams it home with authority.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Takes it inside. He shoots it. He's off on the layup. Launches a 3. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
He's been perfect this quarter. They keep feeding him, and he keeps delivering.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Vesely. 6 to shoot. There's a screen. Launches it from deep. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Fires in the triple. 21 points in the game.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
There's 39 seconds left in the third. Musa, and he banks in the layup. Give him 8.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
With the 10-footer, Garuba with a rebound. The drive by Campazzo. Pass to Garuba. Driving inside, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Here's Hazonia. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Up 7. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Parker outside. And Parker throws it down.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Up and in on the layup.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
Pass to Metu. Here's Vesely. And he goes in for the dunk.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
From downtown, Parker, no good. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Injai, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Lets it go from 14. Here's Vesely. Injai grabs the miss. Now here's Ibaka. To the wing on the left. Screen by Ibaka. And Parker pulls it down.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And he slams it in one-handed.
And this was already coming down to the wire, but poor ball control and some fast hands have raised the stakes.
Basket's good. He's got 25.
You have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
uses the glass on the layup.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
So both teams making some changes here. .151 left in the fourth. Yes, it's good.
Hey, clashes with the larger defender and makes maybe the biggest shot of the game.
Well, he knows how much was riding on that possession. You get the sense he relishes the chance.
Pass to Musa. Back to Ibaka. Shot clock at 5. And he drops it in from the low post.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
Here's Musa. And a miss there on the triple.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you want to continue to build the lead, so a very productive trip to the line right there.
Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to drop. Seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Fall. Count it.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Pass to Metu. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Musa, good. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires away from way outside. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This was a hard-fought...